This is my second video on the brand new Zero SR 2024. I'm just going to have a quick talk about kit and a little bit about the dashboard. So when I did get this dropped off, it did come with this blue home charging cord. It's basically your typical Type 2 plug, and of course an EVC sort of plug that comes into the household socket, but I'll talk about that when it comes to charging. This one I had to go and buy on eBay, and I'll also discuss the fact that some of these things are a bit long, but they will fit inside the actual box. But still, we can talk about that in the charging video. But yeah, I had to purchase that one, whereas this one did come by itself. This top box here is obviously the mini glove box here, so you can pop that via popping the key down here, and you'll see down there it's got spots for 2 USBs, and with a little bit of tight fitting you can squish that power cord up into here somewhat. Okay, you do have to give it a bit of a nudge, but it does do it. So quick one over here too, so you'll see that this one has the Type 2 plugs hole here, and these L2 and L3, that's for like three phase chargers and like 2-phase essentially. If it's got this top row right here, those ones are all basically single phase, and the ones at the top I think are the pilots. So that's important for being able to connect. There's a little keyhole down here. If you see that, I can pop that. I might need to, 1 second, put the phone down. Okay, so you see you can pop the rear chair off like that, and you'll see that it's got the little hook, and the little hook goes into that thing right there, and the other thing goes, clicks in down to there. But what you'll notice here is you got a pin on both sides right there, and so if you got some sort of like helmet or something, you can hook it on and dangle it down over the outside. So that's that. Okay, now where's my key? Okay, so let's have a bit of a look. Hold on 1 second. Come on. Now, what you'll see here, so you can generally see I've got a pretty poor range because I did do that drive test the other day, and I wasn't necessarily trying my best to go and get the best range. I was just doing what I would be doing if I was trying to get to the location and get back. So I did do some freeway stuff, and I'll do that. I'll show you the video on the range test anyway. So top one here, that's the kill switch, so you can flick that on and off. This bottom one here is Kickstarter, as you can see 71%, and what I want to do was, let's have a bit of a look. So if I tilt it up right, what you can actually do while it's actually like still in the off position, you can see that standard, that kicks back on, right? But when it's actually in the off position, you can hit the mode button right here once, and you'll see parking mode. Now parking mode is an option that some people get. I just happen to have had it, so I'm quite happy about that. And if you click it once again, it goes into blue mode, and if you just hit the trigger, you can do reverse, and if you just pull the throttle back, pulls you back a little bit. And I think if you hit the cruise control button, I'll do that again. Click parking mode, switch on. Okay, reverse back a little bit. There we go. I hit the cruise control and it goes forward, and you hit the cruise control again, it goes reverse. So there you go. So you can do that sort of stuff on both of those. I'll put the kickstand back down again. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go into the computer. You just basically nudge it in, and it pops up like that, right? And you just pan left or right. I put pen right to be able to go down, and you can do all your preferences like battery, performance, data, and all sorts of stuff. So preferences, what we got? Brightness, contrast, gauges. In the gauges function, A is the top, B is top right, C is bottom left, and D is the bottom corner over here. So you'll see this one, that's a B, and that one, that instant 0, that's a D. Now when you actually go into them, what you'll notice is sometimes they've actually already got a B and a D situated, so you'll know which one is in those places. So because I'm modifying gauge A, if you hit one of the ones that says B or D on the end, it'll actually move it across, which we don't necessarily want. Now, to be able to go back, couple of motorbikes, to actually just go back nicely, right, what you do is you hold it just for a little bit and it pops it back, and so you hold it just for a little bit and it goes back. Well, that one didn't do it, so hold a little bit longer. There we go. See, that one goes back and that one goes back. Now if you want to go all the way back to square, you hold it on and then you exit and it goes all the way back to square. So that's all of that. That was something I didn't actually know. I had to really read to find that out. What else have we got? We're getting the battery. We've got the charge target, which I'll go over in the charging thing. So you can enable that and you can change the value to whatever value you want, but I'll talk about that in the charging video. And we got performance. Well, that's just usually okay. I'm just finishing off this video about the software and kit because my phone started to get a bit angry at me. So, but anyway, there wasn't really much else more to talk about on this particular one. It talks about you can go to the data and you can do your odometers and stuff like that, check your errors. Not very interesting. I'll get onto the whole charging situation and move on with that. All right, thanks for listening.